University, the noble institution of higher learning where nobody actually does any learning, but everyone becomes professional at skipping lectures and finding cheap alcohol. How I miss uni. Now, whether or not you think university is worth it or not, we can all agree it gives us some life experiences, which we may not have experienced if we didn't actually attend university. Now, if you came to university for the education, it's not too bad. Like, it's actually pretty good. You learn how to live on your own. You learn how to dive into the subject that you actually care about instead of all these broad surface level stuff you did back in school. You get to have a deeper level of understanding and build real understanding of how the world actually works. See, university is actually pretty good if you go for the education. Nobody goes for the education. I mean, I'ma be real. Let's be real. Most of our parents forced us to go to university. Cool. We may tell ourselves we're going to uni for the education, but when we actually get there, it's a whole different story. At least during your first 2 years. After that, then you realize, you're actually paying quite a bit to go to university, and realize you actually need to come out with a somewhat decent grade to make it all worth it, because you are going to have to pay this back. So if people don't come for the education, why else do they come to university? The parties. It's the parties. Everyone knows what a party is, man. The place where university students go to socialize, relax after a long, hard day of pretending to be busy. When the hardest thing they actually did was struggle to find out what food they're gonna order in the middle of the night because they didn't know how to cook. Guys, if you go to university and you don't know how to cook, do not go on Uber Eats, delivery, or Just Eat. You're just gonna spend your money. Just eat those noodles in the fridge and call it a day. Now, obviously, I was a university student before, and I wasn't no saint, so I attended a few parties myself. Now, one of the most memorable parties I had was during my second year of university. Now, in the UK, parties aren't just parties. There's more of like events put on by social media event promoters. So normally they're quite big and actually very good because everyone talks about them on social media. Now, there was a big event going on every year. I'm going to call it P&B. This event happened last year. However, I wasn't able to go before. But people always spoke about this party. They always said how good it was, how if you didn't go to P&B, you missed out. So I said, yo, I have to be at the next one, man. I gotta be at the next one. Guys, do not let FOMO get the best of you. FOMO is not real. When you attend something due to FOMO, it's never as good as you think it's gonna be. But cool, they announced the next P&B event this year, and I told myself, yo, I'm going. I immediately hit up my boy KB, from the story of the two man. Yo, bro, P&B tickets are out. Let's flipping go, bro. Buy your tickets right now. I don't want to take no for an answer. He was not as enthusiastic as I was. Bro, I'm really not trying to go to a whole nother city just for a party. Now, context. As I've mentioned before, me and KB go to two separate universities in the UK. They're not too far apart from each other, maybe an hour at max. Now, the P&B event was in neither one of our cities, but in another city that also wasn't too far. Maybe like 30, 40 minutes. Now, the problem with having to travel to a different city for a party was that we didn't have a car at the time. That meant we had to take the train, and the last train back would be at like 12 a.m. This party ended at 4 a.m. Meaning we had no way of getting back home because me and KB damn sure was not going to spend money to pay for an Uber back to our cities that would cost us £100 or a hotel for the night that would cost us another like £200. Bro, it's not that deep. I'll just find us a place to stay for the night and we'll be chilling. Alright, calm bro, calm. Find us a place to stay and I'll go, fam. Now, you see, when a party's not in your city, there's two types of people that handle this situation. You have the people that delude themselves with the I'll just find a girl at a party who lives in the city and I'll just stay with them. Spoiler alert, it never works. They end up staying in the 24-hour McDonald's until the next day and catch the next train back. Or you have the people who beg people they know that goes to different unis in that city and begs them to stay at their place. Yo bro, I beg you let me stay at your house. Bro, I haven't chatted to you in like 3 years. What do you mean let me stay at my house? Bro, go away. Now, lucky for me, I had some friends that stayed at the university. My first option was my friend Ashley, the one from the two-man story, because the party was happening at her city. However, she said I couldn't stay with her because she already had people staying over. Mind you, this is meant to be my guy, like my best friend, but whatever. In my mind, I'm thinking snake. But she said we could come to hers for the pre-drinks and we could all chill there and go to the party together, so fair enough. Now, I have another boy who's also going to this party. We're going to call him Ryan. Now, Ryan also didn't live in the city that the event was happening at, but his girl at the time did live in the city, so he was staying with her. And, he said obviously we can't stay with him because it's just going to be him and his girl, so fair enough. But he said that his boy Jason, who also lived in the city, was going home for the weekend and wouldn't be at his house, so we could just stay in his room. And he said, yeah, just knock on his door, his roommates will answer because they stay up till mad late anyway, so we'll be alright. Ryan sent us the postcode of the house, and hey, we was locked in. Now, the day of the party arrives, and there's already problems happening at the party. So I land in this new city and I'm on my way to Ashley's for the pre-drinks. My boy KB's already there because I'm running slightly late and, he's there rushing me to make my way to the party. And now as I'm on my way to the party, I get a message from Ashley saying, you better be drinks, bro, we're running out. In my head, I'm thinking, what the hell does that have to do with me? I'm barely gonna drink anyway, so why am I buying a bottle for other niggas to drink? But I ended up buying the drink anyways. Who am I kidding? I'm too nice. So I ordered my Uber to come pick me up. They're saying cool, they're gonna come in like 5 minutes. So I say cool. There's a corner shop nearby the station. I'm gonna go buy a bottle there. The Uber should be outside by the time I'm ready. By the time I go back outside, they say my Uber's here. But I'm very confused because there's no Uber in sight. So I look at my phone to see the location of the Uber, and I can see that the pickup location was placed 10 minutes away from me because the Uber couldn't pick me up directly from the station. I'm thinking, what the hell? Now, I'm not trying to lose my money here because if I don't get to this Uber in time, they're gonna just take my money and that's it. I have no Uber, I have to book another Uber. So I'm now running, sprinting to the pickup location. And I finally make it just in time. The Uber was gonna go in about like 1 minute. Cool, I'm in the Uber now and I realize there's a problem. I'm searching in my pockets for my keys and my wallet. I find my keys, however, my wallet does not seem to be in my pockets. Now I looked around the car, it's not there. So I'm thinking, it must have dropped when I was running to catch this damn Uber. So my wallet was missing. Now, this was a problem. Because my ID was in that wallet. This is an event 18 plus. You needed ID. Well, to be fair, it's not just my ID that I lost. I also had like £100 in cash there. But forget about that, man. I was more upset at the fact that I didn't have ID to go to this event that literally everybody was attending, rather than losing my money. I don't give a damn about my money, guys. I cared about my ID more. So I get to Ashley's now, and I'm with my boy KB, and I'm sad as hell, bro. Everyone's talking about attending this party. I'm just like, bro, I can't even go. I don't have ID. I lost it, bro. My boy KB just said, yo, let's just try it anyway. Just show them a photo of your ID on your phone, and hopefully they'll let you in. Man, I knew this shit was not gonna work. They never allow you to use a photo of your ID. So we get to the party now, and it's a fat ass line. Like, this line is huge. Like I said, everybody was attending this event. But I think even security must have got tired because the line was so big, they couldn't be asked to search everybody. They just started letting people in without even searching them. Normally you're meant to get security checked. They did not give a damn. They just said, yo, come. Pause. So we get to the front of the line now and, security asks me for ID. And I freeze. And in my head, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not getting in. Hey, you there? Where's your ID? I don't have ID. What'd you say? I don't have ID. What? Speak up, my guy. I don't have ID, bro, but I swear I'm over 18. I promise I have the phone on my phone. Please. Security guard is just looking at me and just says, it's cool, bro. Just come in, bro. Stop crying.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money.
Now I'm gassed. I'm excited as hell. I was finally going to attend the famous P&B event. And I'm not gonna lie, 6 out of 10, man. 6 out of flipping 10. It wasn't even all that. Like, it was cool. They played some good music. But at the end of the day, it's still just a party. And it can only be just a party. Like, it was nothing that deep. But the night's coming to an end now after the party. Me and KB took our Uber back to my boy's Jason's house. The guys who were staying with for the night. So I give the Uber driver the postcode of the house, and then we just start driving. Now, we get to the neighborhood of the house, and the driver says, we've arrived. Now, I'm just mad confused because he didn't drop us off at a specific door. And I'm just like, you sure we're here? He says, yeah, like, we're here. Like, the postcode you sent took us here. That's when KB said, so what's the door number? And it clicked to me. I never received a door number. Like, Ryan gave me Jason's postcode for his house. But it never occurred to me I would actually need the actual door number of his house Obviously I would. So me and KB are in the middle of the street of this neighborhood with no door number. And what do you think we're gonna do? Knock on every single damn door in the neighborhood? That would be absolutely crazy. So, you know, we try to find another place to stay, at least just until the next train comes, which is probably in like 3-4 hours. We're asking around, like, we're calling one of our boys, like, saying that, yo, is there a place to stay? He said, nah, I don't have a place to stay, but there's a little after party going on, so maybe we could chill there for a bit. We're thinking, cool, we'll go to this after party, kill some time, you know, next train might come, we'll get some food, you know, we'll be good. We get to this after party, tell me why the party's locked off. The party's absolutely locked off. Like, security has shut the party down. There's no party the moment we got there. So now we're still stranded. And mind you, it's cold as a bitch right now. Look, I'm going to last resort. I call my boy Ryan. I say, yo, you did not give us a door number, by the way. So we are not in a house right now. Like, can we just come to your girl, maybe stay in her kitchen? He's like, damn, bro, there's a lot of people here at my girl because her friends came. So, you know, we couldn't stay there either. My final option was to call Ashley again and beg her to ask if we could stay at hers. So I call Ashley and she's like, yeah, there's actually genuinely no space. Like, our guest room is taken, even our couch is taken. But I'm like, bro, we are literally stranded in the cold. We need somewhere to stay. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna try to make some space for you. By some space, she meant on her cold, hard floor with no blankets. We had to use jackets as blankets. And I said that the university party experience was worth it. Hey, it's not worth almost being stranded, man. Guys, there will always be another party. Do not let FOMO get the best of you.